this is Winnie with Next Level Board Games, and today we're going to unbox Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated 2 Darkest Magic. So this is the second game that's just like this. I have the original, which was the Acquisitions Incorporated, and we had a ton of fun playing that game, so we backed this game as well. So let's see what's inside. I believe this is for 2 to 4 players. And again, it's a legacy game, meaning you're going to change the game as you play, which is one of our favorite things. And if you like that, this is a great way to do it. If you don't like that, then you might not like this game as much because you sort of build the board out and things like that as you play. Different cards come into play and all kinds of different things happen and cards change as you're actually playing, which can make it really fun. So let's see what's inside. It's also worth noting that I'm not going to show you everything because I don't want to ruin the surprise. So if you like legacy games, you wouldn't want me to spoil the surprise. So I'll show you what I feel like I can. Ooh. First of all, there's little card sleeves under the lid. I've never seen that before. So there's little spots for cards under here. Where are the hidden cards? Woo! Okay, so there's that. Let's see here. Okay, so this is sort of the intro and telling you like about it. And then the book. Read this page before looking at anything else in this box. So this is basically going to tell you what not to touch and what not to get into so that you know you don't bust into something you shouldn't too early on. And as you can see, when I was talking about making changes, all these little spots with letters and numbers, basically rules are going to get added in here later and or updated. So like this one has a 2A here, which means that maybe this will change over time. And you'll see lots of places like this where at the end of a game or the end of a session, you'll get little rule changes, right? So there's all kinds of these, which make it really fun. Here's a big one here too. So this is all the how-tos. And as you can see, the how-tos are going to get built as you go. That's one of the things I think makes it super fun. So like see in the back, like in the beginning, it's going to be less overwhelming because there's not a lot going on. But then as you play, more and more things will get added in. Let's see here. So then we've got this little like player board here. And this is based on, I think this is like with the dragon and then also the players. So this is the 4 player colors. It's been a while since we've played this. I'm trying to remember it all. But there's that. And here's some of the VPs and some of the little heart tokens. And some of the special things you're going to get out on the board. Little like with VP points. And then your little, like I made it back to the pub at the end, or pickaxes and things that help you climb over mountains. And all kinds of different little tokens that help you do stuff. There's those. Oops. Those pop out really easily. Oops. See? And then your mission report. So this is how you track how everybody's doing through the different missions. It looks like there's actually 12. I'm not sure what the little axe things mean here, but there's 12. So there's like 12 like full sets of like gameplay where you can make changes to the board and stuff. And then you can still play the game afterwards too. And then, let's see, I'm going to move this to make room. So here's the main player board. Let me move this as well. And it's going to start out less detailed than it ends up, right? Because you're going to add to it. So I'll show you both sides. So here's one side. So as you can see, there's like some mountain areas up here. And I don't know if there's going to be stuff that goes on these spots, but they're kind of open. So possibly. And then there's all kinds of paths and things down here. And then more stuff that's down here. And like books and different things I think that have VPs and stuff. So I can't remember exactly how all the pieces work, but there's definitely going to be stuff. So there's that. And then the other side, completely different colors. Like really bright colors. So the other side looks like this. And so it looks like maybe a river, kind of like a river circling through. So where you would need a canoe to get across. That sounds kind of familiar. And then just all kinds of different things. So these are where some of those little VP tokens are going to go. Like that one says 30. That's a huge amount of VPs. Anyway, so there's that. And then all the way down to here, Shirley Temple, which has a book. Oh, that's the books are the Book of Secrets. That's right. Those are the numbers where you read the different things in the book, which I'm not going to show you any of those because I'll just scan past it. Because those are things that when you go there, you get to make decisions about the game. And then, yeah, so all different kinds of tokens and different pathways. So there's that. That one is very like, it's candy based, so it's very candy colored-ish, right? Like pink and purples and stuff. Then we've got, so here's the different player books we've got. So it looks like you can put your name on it, the personal journal of. So here's one character. And then this one. So the ambitious, the defiant, the haunted. Ooh, that sounds cool. I kind of know who's playing that one. The vengeful. That guy looks ripped. Okay, that's cool. So I pretty well know who all's picking what. I think this is maybe the only female character, so I'll definitely go for that one. Although this one's alien, so I don't know how you would know. Cool. Anyway, so those are those, and then there's like little books with, it looks like there are decisions along the way. There's little boxes where you pick different things you do, but I don't want to read any of those, so I'm going to keep those like that. But just know that's what's inside there. And then there's also sticker sheets, and as you can see right here, it says, do not open until instructed. So I'm not going to do that because I don't want to show any of the stuff, because these are going to be the things that go on the board and cover up different icons on the board, as well as the instruction book that I was telling you about. They're going to go on different cards that you have, and probably some will even maybe go in here as well. Yeah, definitely milestones and stuff. So yeah, so I'm not going to open this. Just know this is pretty thick. Like as far as sticker sheets, there's probably 20 or so sticker sheets in here. There's a lot. I can tell just it's heavy. And then also a token sheet. So this is going to have, this has a couple, feels like a couple layers of tokens. Not too much. It's also kind of heavy, so because this is a big, again, I'm not allowed to open it until instructed, so I don't want to blow it by showing you what's in there. But just know these are a bunch of more things that are going to get added to the game. So there's also all those. And then this really cool embroidered bag. How cool is that with the game symbol? Really pretty. So there's that. And then just some bags. And then cubes for the different players. And tokens to put underneath of your player pawns. They have the round bases, and these have the little circle bases. So there's red, yellow, green, and blue. And then the black cubes, I think, belong to the dragon. I'm trying to remember. But there's just regular wooden cubes. And then there's one for each player. So like this just happens to be the female player. So like I'm always green because my favorite. No one's going to fight me over green because they know better. And so like there, that goes in the bottom, the base of your character. And then you use him to go around the board. And it's easy at a distance to tell which character is yours because the miniatures are the same color, right? So there's one miniature, that's the female character. And then there's also this guy with the sword. And then we've got, oh, the haunted guy. So there's the haunted guy. Hopefully you can see the detail of his face. It's a little bit harder to see. And then last but not least, the alien character, or what looks like kind of like an alien to me. And then also the dragon. So the dragon character, I don't know if he has a base, but he's got the same round bottom. Anyway, he looks like that. He's very detailed on the back of his scales and stuff are very detailed. So there's that. Then there's a box of cards with, should I look? So the box looks like this. So I'm not sure if I can open these yet or not. It doesn't necessarily say, so I don't want to show you, but there's a whole bunch of cards in here, and I can tell you they are pretty much the size of this box. Then there's this box here, the Cardporium, which has all kinds of cards in it. These are cards, you can see it's full, and it's got a cute little magnetic enclosure, so this is really easy to open and close. But these are all cards that you're going to be instructed by number to pick later, and they are in numerical order, so you do not want to shuffle these, and I'm also not going to show them because that would give away the surprise. So, but just know that, like you can see, this is full of cards. So these will get implemented and rolled into the game as you play. Not all of them, but some of them. Many of them. Some of them don't, just based on the choices you've made. Then I've got these tokens. Okay, so these are going to be, I can show you these. These are our, I can tell, our starting cards, because this game has like a little bit of a deck builder element to it, where you can, on your turn at the end, if you have leftover skills and things, you can buy new cards. So you can see this is like 2 decks of cards, and so then these are just cards that you can pick up later. And they're worth, I believe they're worth these VP at the end, and then these are what they provide to you when you play them. They're worth like a skill and a couple of swords and things like that. This one's worth a boot, meaning you get a movement and 2 of the skills at the end. And then there's other cards that give you special benefits down at the bottom. And then those ones cost things to begin with. I can't remember what that is, to be honest with you. But anyway, so that's basically these cards. So they're all different kinds of cards and different types. You can see they have different colors at the top, and then they have different benefits over here and different benefits over there and different things up here. So they have all different kinds of built-in things. So like those are, I believe those are VP. I can't remember what those are. But anyway, so there's all these cards as well. So there's a bunch of those. And I believe those are like all the starting cards. And they were in the box here, so not hidden at all. And then there's this. So this is like a little filing cabinet box, which is really kind of neat. And I believe this is for when you use a card and you're, in essence, you're told to discard a card from the game, or like, so these are boxes that are related to your character, the character you've chosen. So like this is the female character, here's the alien, the haunted, and then the buff dude, whatever, the vengeful. I'm just gonna call him the buff dude from now on. So it's just never gonna stick. So you can see on the back side here is their characters that actually match the book. And so if you were to pick that character, you would get this box of stuff, and that would be yours for the remainder of the game. I believe there's starting cards in here. I can't remember exactly what else in here. I could probably open one of these. It's not gonna spoil too much. Let me see. Yes, there are cards. Okay, so you start with some cards, and then as I said, there's deck builder. There are some of these cards that will get upgraded over time, and then they will become your standard when you start your next game. So like these again have like boots, and then the skills cards, which allow you to get upgraded cards like I just showed you, and then like these ones are never good, the stumbles. You made noise, and so you had to put a Clank token out. So that's what these are. So that's your starting hand. And then again, you build your hand up each time you play, and over time, these ones get swapped out for even better cards. So everybody has their own set of those, and that's yours, and it always stays yours. And then you also can put like your colored cubes and other things in your card as the game goes on. So it's kind of nice. You have your own little set of stuff. And then this is, I don't know if I'm supposed to open this. There's also one last box of cards, and they have these little axes on them. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want to open it because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show that. There was on the mission sheet, there was this symbol here. I think maybe this comes out here, but I could be wrong. But there are definitely some things in here. I'm going to guess at least some cards because it's heavy, but I don't know what else is in there. So there's that. I think that maybe comes into play here because it seems to match. So there's that too. So also more stuff. And there's, oh! So there's a neat spot for like many of the items in this insert. So like the cardporium goes here, and then the players here, and then all our little stuff's here, and then like the different card sets and things over here. So there's kind of a place for everything. These cards, I think, were over here. And then like the different tokens and stuff. So the other thing is I backed this on Kickstarter, and it came with a couple of extra cards. These were just like loose inside the big packing box and are outside of the game. And so I'm guessing these are extra cards. I don't know when they get rolled in, to be honest with you, but I'll show you what they look like and just some like different types of stuff. I'm not exactly sure where these get thrown in. Hopefully I didn't ruin a surprise. But there's no documentation. It just says promo pack. So I'm assuming that that gets used kind of like right away. And there's only a few, like 6 cards, 2, 4. Yeah, there's 6 cards. So those came extra because I think because I backed it as a Kickstarter backer. And then one other thing, well, 2 other things actually. I did actually upgrade to metal cubes because I thought it would be really cool. And so I ordered these. These are super heavy. They came in this little box. It says metallic cubes. And then this box is like really heavy. So I'm curious to see how these look. Oh, wow. Those turned out really cool. Oh my gosh, these are so heavy. Wow. I don't know what I was expecting, but not that. Those are so heavy. Oh my gosh, they barely fit in the little bags. Like, I don't know how they got those in there. So hang on. So this is what these look like. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Hopefully you can see that the edges, they actually are like edged in a sense that you can see the color. It makes it pop. Yellow would probably be the easiest way, but these are actually really heavy. And I think they'll be easier for people with dexterity issues to pick up as well, which is partially why I got them in addition to the novelty of it. I just thought it would be really cool. But I think it'll also be easier for people to pick up because they're heavier. Instead of like, if you ever went to pick something up and just like flung it across the entire table and you're like, whoa, whoops, trying to grab them because they're really light pieces, right? That's not going to happen with these. These are very heavy. So I also have them in the red, the blue, white. Not sure what those are because we haven't seen those yet. Hopefully I'm not ruining anything. And then black. So there's that. So that's all of those. The last thing is somehow I got this box that says backer bonus box, which I didn't know was coming, and it just happened to be in the packaging box. I figured it could be fun to show. So I got a little stuffed animal. So that's really cute. And he has like the little tag that has the dragon on it for the game. And he's got like little cute toes. So that's pretty cute. And then a hat. Oh my gosh, with the icon embroidered on. Wow. That's actually, I don't wear hats a whole lot, but that's a nice hat. It actually is a really nice hat. That's really cool. So there's that. Then I got, oh, okay, so I think maybe this replaces this. I don't know that I knew that I was getting that. Okay, hang on a second. So there's this here. It's got to be the same thing. So this shows the reds, and then it shows the skull. And then orange. What's the orange? Oh, it must be here. And then the black's got to be like the dragon. I guess this is the dragon, maybe? This is this down here. It's got to be the same thing. So this has got to have to replace that. Oh my gosh. And it's, except for it's dual layered for our metal cubes. Maybe? Or maybe it was just lucky? Might not have anything to do with the cubes. Anyway, there's that. It's got the same, like, kind of like same icons. It's just organized differently. But like, here's a heart. There's a really cool skull. And then of course the little skulls in here. That's super cool. With the dual layered. I have to say, anything like this, we often bump into and we're like, ah, where was that? Especially because we do have people with dexterity issues. So these kinds of things are, the dual layered we've found is so much better for our player group. So there's that. And then a bunch of stickers. A whole bunch of stickers. That's cool. Oh, there's the kitty. Super cool. And then I think that's it in here. Oh no, there's something else. Hold on. I got some coins and then also a bunch of cards. So I'm going to guess these must be like starting cards because they're not, it doesn't say Heidi, don't show me. So I'm going to have to assume it's okay to bust into these. I hope so. So these are probably going to be more starting cards like I had shown you already, where like here's what they give you at the end, the skills. Oh, I wonder if these are like different starting cards because the burgle cards are starting cards. How interesting. Okay, I'll have to figure it out. And then the stumble cards, I bet you these are. These look like, oh yes, they're by player. Hang on. Burgle and green. Burgle and green. Watch this. Burgle and blue. So these are literally player cards. And then there's like the reddish color, right? That are, and then purple. That are based on your player. Okay, that is crazy cool. Okay, at the end, there are cards that have like metallic finish. So like there's this, that's really cool because like, you know, name of the game company, Direwolf. How cool is that with all the metallic finish? And then Mr. Whiskers. There's the kitty with a cool dragon on it. And then here's a monkey bot, which is a robot. And then a scepter. Wow. So all of these are metallic. I think those are the only ones that are metallic. Oh wait, no, there's more. So then there's this one, Whiskers mask. That's so cool. This one, and also this one. Those are all of those are metallic and have some of them, they all seem to have, most of them have this little dragon sign too. So that's really cool. So that's that's everything extra in there except for these coins. It almost seems like maybe there's one per player. Yeah, maybe there's 4. Okay. Oh, they're the same. They're all the same on each side. So, okay, so I'll show you 2 on each side. So they're 2-sided and they look like that. And they're pretty heavy. So I don't know how these are used, but they're cool. And that was all in this extra box, the backer bonus box. So that's everything that is in Clank Legacy number 2, Acquisitions Incorporated number 2, Darkest Magic. So there's a dual-sided board again there, and then in the backer kit I got some really cool stuff. I got this dual layered tracking, you know, game tracking. I got this little kitty, I got a hat, there's some stickers. Oh, and a whole bunch of extra cards that I think roll in right out of the gate. Then I also got the metallic cubes, which were really, really, really nicely done. They're, I just don't think I've ever seen anything like them. They're so heavy and they look really cool with the edges. The way they did the edges, it makes it so easy to see. So I really like those. And then there's miniatures, there's tons of cards, there's all kinds of hidden stuff that we don't know what it is yet, and we just have to wait and see. Yeah, this looks really fun. We had a really good time playing this last time. I hope we have just as much fun this time. So thanks for watching Next Level Board Games.